Welcome back. You're here with Goldberg. Today we'll be talking about a degree in Management Information Systems, also known as Information Science or Information Systems by itself, because it's a unique, special individual. Is it worth your time, money, and efforts? Now, MIS is usually contained under the auspices of a business program, and in past years it was seen as the safer bet because it's more technical. At particular schools, you might witness some overlap with IT or computer science degrees, though it's going to be markedly less technical. MIS is primarily concerned with the business aspect of managing the IT infrastructure used for various processes. It could be logistics, finance, even human resources. I will say, if your school offers systems engineering, which is going to be a little bit more demanding, go in that direction. And I'm making this point because if, and it's a big if, let's say the automation hysterics turn out to be correct. Well, these positions managing these systems, which could very well become more robotic, could be somewhat at risk. In fact, the book, The View from Flyover Country, she was citing like 15% unemployment in information management. So that's going to vary depending on where you are and, of course, the quality of the school you go to, because they're not all equal. But nevertheless, it's something to be aware of. Taking a look at the BLS here, we have Computer Information Systems Managers, 10% growth rate, 48,000 jobs, so not too shabby, you might say. Computer Systems Analysts, related position, 7% growth, around the same number of jobs though, so it gives you some indication of the size of this entire profession. And then Database Administrators, which is another closely related, 10% growth but 12,000 jobs. You might also see like Systems Administrators. And a big part of this that I'm going to stress, because the jobs that we'll mention here, there's going to be a certain level of overlap. That's just how IT is. Really going to push this. You're not a little specialized insect. If you want to work in information technology, get multiple certificates, be looking at Azure, AWS, cyber certifications, because you might have to change and adapt. And if you're only, I'm just this type of guy, that's not going to play well in what's coming, because you have a lot of foreign competition. You have technology and devices that are changing every day. Another big area is going to be AI and machine learning. So don't cut yourself off at the knee by insisting that this is the one path I have to take. I've mentioned before, you want to tack some other stuff on in addition to your curriculum. Even if you do, maybe you get the basic information systems management degree. You have Coursera, you have Udacity, you have Udemy. There's free stuff on YouTube, tutorials. Don't just say, I'm going to do the bare minimum, because that might work if you get a government job. I'm not going to deny it. Possibly as a government contractor, but if you're in like the real cutting edge angle of things, it's going to be hard to get away with that, oh yeah, I'm just taking it easy mentality. So with that being said, we have the information manager position. That's kind of the standardized one, but probably most at risk of automation, or at least downsizing, because let's say they automate more. It's not that they're going to get rid of everyone, but they might say this position is redundant because now a lot of the tasks are being performed by various nodes and systems. You also have database or systems administrators, will remain a central aspect of the field, but there again, having extra training, being a little bit more technical, that's going to help a great deal. So no limits of, oh yeah, well I'm not comfortable with that. Explore it. Find tutorials. There's a lot of stuff, and you probably don't have to pay in many cases. And finally, on the security side, you can move in the direction of cyber, get some of those certificates. We have Security Plus, which is pretty basic, but then you get also, I should say, Network Plus, and then you get into higher level, CISSP, CEH, and Pen Test. Without experience, those certs only mean so much. But there's nothing wrong with beginning your studies and gradually accruing a certain amount of familiarity, such that when it comes the time to apply to a job, it's like, okay, you're not starting from square one. So that's my view of MIS. It's not a terrible option, but certainly not at the top tier when it comes to information technology courses of study. So definitely tread lightly. And if there's any other majors you want to see highlighted, just drop them below.